They say the Necromancer can beat the game naked. Well, I say, challenge accepted. Today, I will be playing the Naked Necro. This playthrough only has one rule. I can't use any gear. Other than that, everything else goes. The build I'll be playing is the Fishymancer build, which emphasizes skeletons, skeletal mastery, amplified damage, and corpse explosion. But I'll need to use many more abilities than just those four to get through this slog. Now the benefit to using no gear is I can pile all my stat points into Bite. No strength needed.
I'm at the Cairn Stones with 4 skeletons, a clay golem, and a rogue, and we all pile onto Rakanishu.
He drops a pair of rare boots. Let's check him out. Oh man, 10 faster hit recovery and 10 fire resistance. These are great. Too bad I can't use them. Alright, and here's the Cat of Warp. Nice. Got a Grand Charm here. Oh my gosh. Life, poison resistance. This thing's great. In the Catacombs level 4, I'm clearing out Duriel's minions, and my forces are 5 skeletons, a clay golem, 3 skeletal mages, and a rogue. She's chewing through my army pretty liberally, but there's lots of corpses around to resupply my forces, so I'm able to get the kill. Here, Randament and I engage in Necromancer Tug of War. He can't curse, so I have the advantage. And grab book. Alright, and we'll grab cube here. Here's a small trick. Your army likes to get stuck at the bottom of the stairs, so what I like to do is make a town portal and go through it to get the army back up. And I love layouts like these. We got the Oasis Warp right here, we got the Maggot Lair entrance right here, and the Lost City entrance. Oh, wow, what a layout. Just warning you, this is the worst build for the Maggot Lair. It's very slow. Well, I've explored all of level 1, and of course it was this nook right next to the entrance. Silly me. And did I learn? No, I didn't, because here's the entrance to level 3, and it is, again, a nook right next to the entrance to level 2. Give me that. Grab Amulet, and my character lacks the strength to wield the completed Herodric Staff. Oof, no cold resistance. Alright, I'm almost level 24 for Decrepit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, kill or be killed. Alright, level 24, can spec into Decrepify and head on to Duriel. Alright, let's give this a whirl. The fight starts out, we're going to just Decrepify spam on Duriel. And this strategy really isn't working out. Duriel's just clobbering my army. So, new plan, I'm instead going to use Iron Maiden and Clay Golem to kill Duriel. It's a bit of a cheese strat, but it works pretty well. After a couple minutes of this and a giant pile of mud, I get the kill. Wow, that's a nice helm. Lightning resistance, poison resistance, and a Frost Nova proc? I'd love to be able to wear that.
Ah, Jade Figurine. That's not gear, so I can use it. Sark the Burning is very dangerous, so I will have my army focus on him while I terrorize his minions. Alright, and grab eye. I'm gonna give the Gibden to Ormus. I can't wear it, but let's check it out. Strength, lightning resistance, poison resistance. This thing's really good. Wish I could wear it. The Witch Doctor's army is no match for my army. After dealing with him, I grab Callum's Brain. I picked up Thadar, the Fire Elemental Iron Wolf, and he is blasting. He also casts Fire Enchant on my army, which increases their damage and attack rating. I have to break the rules to smash the Compelling Orb. Mephisto is easier than Duriel. I'll use Iron Maiden again, and yeah, look at all that damage that he's doing to himself. My summons don't have a lot of resistance yet, so he cleaves through them pretty quickly, but Iron Maiden Clay Golem is enough to finish the job. Ooh, unique Kite Shield. It is Steel Clash. Very nice early shield. Lots of resistances. Nice. But can't use it, sadly. And it's time to fight Diablo. The entire Diablo fight consists of me spamming Clay Golem and Diablo one-tapping that golem while afflicted with Iron Maiden. It's not a very clean kill, but it gets the job done. Here I am at Shank, and he drops something good. A circlet. Let's check it out. Ooh, 26 fire to resistance. I would love to put this on right now. Thresh Socket is very dangerous. He always spawns with the Cursed mod, and he has a Stomp, which does physical damage, so it's important to stand far enough away on the Necromancer so you don't get cursed.
I run into a situation here. My main forces are engaged with Moonbeasts and Frozen Terrors, and 2 Yetis come from the side and attack my flank. I opt to reposition my army so that the strongest part of it, my skeletal warriors, are engaged with all of the enemy forces. Oh, chance guards. Let's check them out. 31 chances. Not bad. Wish I could use them. The Ancients are typically easy on a summon build. My Clay Golem and Decrepify keep them slow enough that they don't really do any damage. And because of that, my army is at full strength for pretty much the entire fight. Easy peasy. Baal's pretty much the same song and dance as every other boss in normal. We afflict him with Iron Maiden and cast a Clay Golem, which he one-taps and slowly kills himself by doing. One nice bit is he does a lot less DPS than Diablo does, so I'm able to keep Geshef around to do some extra damage. I get him down, and he drops a ton of great loot.
Oh, wow. What a great ring. Forward all res, replenish life. Magic. The only bad thing on this is the attack rating, and that's only because I'm a Necro. The fire res is nice, but the rest of this is pretty unremarkable. Wow. I'm so sad I can't wear this. 9 res, fire res, minus requirements, life. This thing's great. Please, can I wear it? Alright, I'm in Nightmare, and I'm going to rescue Kane quick. And let's see what ring I get. Oh, another banger. Cold resistance, lightning resistance, strength, magic find. This thing's great. Wish I could wear it. Ah! Okay, another door. Oh, all clear. No, oh, jeez! What's with the booby traps? I'm gonna try and reposition here. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, this wasn't a good idea. We'll wing it. Alright. Okay. Yep. Shouldn't have done that. My forces are strong enough to not rely on Iron Maiden. Instead, I can Decrepify Andy, keep her slow with that and Clay Golem, and my army is strong enough to take her out. In the Claw Viper Temple, I'm engaged in another two-front war. I have Fangskin's forces fighting the bulk of my forces, but then I have another group of Vipers trying to flank me on the left side. Luckily, I have a skeletal warrior on that side to be a bulwark while I take out Fangskin's army. I win the war and pick off the stragglers, then grab the amulet. Oh, that hurt. Ooh, unique halberd. Let's check it out. The Woe Staff Halberd. What makes this great as a mercenary weapon is the slows target by 50%. It's very good against bosses, very good against hard to fight unique monsters, but my mercenary can't use any gear, so sadly I have to toss it. This Gore Belly is going to provide some valuable crushing blow to my army for Duriel. Ooh, look at that crush. Very nice. Nice. It's only one revive, but he's doing work. And the Duriel fight is over in a couple minutes. I'm entering the Great Marsh, and there's a lightning shrine. This will be great if there are souls, which there are. But with the lightning shrine, I don't have negative lightning resistance, so I keep going. Oof, that tickled. Alright, made it out. I like the fire mercenary over the lightning mercenary because when he decides to blast the wall, sometimes the splash damage will hit other monsters, whereas with lightning it just does nothing. Alright, so a bit of a situation here. I'm effectively in a three-front war. There's lots of random projectiles going out. I almost get torched here. Ow. I should be moving my character around and jostling and not standing still. It's really easy to get lazy on a Necromancer. But I get to level 3 and grab Brain. This right here is the scariest part of Act 3 for a Summon Necro. Yeah, it's not looking good. Conviction Aura is not something you want to fight on these guys. Mephisto continues the trend of the Nightmare Act bosses not being very difficult. I used Decrypify and Clay Golem to slow him, and I also have a Hero Frost Mage who has not died yet, who's also slowing him. The fight's taking a bit long, and I do end up resummoning my revives. But before long he goes down, and he does know I'm doing a naked playthrough, because he drops almost nothing. I re-roll the Plains of Despair until I find a map without any souls. I don't really want to fight those anymore. I find Izul, and he dies. The Infector of Souls will body my army, so I litter a bunch of corpses right where it'll spawn. And I light them up with Corpse Explosion. It works really well. Before the Diablo fight, I pick up a couple of Urdars in the River of Flame for the crushing blow. Diablo is all about the setup. This is exactly what I don't want him to do. I reset the fight and cast a Clay Golem right next to him to get him to melee rather than cast spells, and then I follow up with a Decrypify. The Necromancer army won't last long if Diablo is casting spells, so I get him to slowly melee my forces. With a good setup, it's an easy fight, and it's over in a couple minutes. In Act 5, these slingers have a piercing attack, so I have to be very careful with how I move. And the key here is to just keep moving. Don't ever stop and stand still for more than a couple seconds. I found a neat Cantor trophy here. It's got some summon resist, it's got one to revive, and then a socket. You could put a P diamond in it. Would love to use it. As always, I stand as far away from Thresh Socket as I can. My whole army's cursed, but I'm not, and that's what matters. I'm going to save Anya here and collect my precious 10 to resist all scroll. Alright, well that's not as bad. Ooh, small charm. Let's check it out. Oh, nice. 6 MF small charm with some attack rating. That's cool. Oh, a set belt. Let's check it out. Ah, the Arctic set. I love this belt. Alright, it's time for Ancients. The ticket here is just keep them decrypified. The Ancients are very easy on a Summon Necro. I engage Baal without any revived Summon Necros because the axe is going so well, but that was a mistake. He takes a very long time to kill. The good news is I have him very well controlled with Decrypify and the Clay Golem, so I don't have to go back and summon my army again. It takes about 5 minutes, but I do get him down. And oh, baby, a unique mage plate. Let's check this puppy out. A Q Hagon's Wisdom. This is an excellent caster armor. 1 to all skills, 20 faster cast rate, 20 faster hit recovery, 15 to energy, magic damage reduced, mana after each kill. I would complete the game with this. It's a dang shame that I can't use it. Well, this looks bad. Maybe I can sneak around. Yikes. And that's going to be a common theme with this challenge in Hell mode. Some stuff is just too hard to do and you have to just cheese it. If I had a Fire Iron Wolf here, this would be a lot easier, but I don't, so I'm just going to skip it. Alright, I need to take out the Shamans. I'm going nowhere here. Alright, let's reposition the army and... Ow! Dude! Negative 80 fire resistance is no joke. Alright, and Duriel isn't going as smoothly as I would have hoped. My whole army is cursed. That's because I can't shake this unique ghoul, Foul Eater, who is extra strong and cursed. Now I can minimize the damage a bit by keeping him decrepified, but this schmuck is a pain in the butt. Alright, almost got her, but I gotta resummon my forces again. And there it is, she's down. Ooh. Set item Death Mask. Check it out. Tal Rasha's helm. This is a great mercenary helm. Wish I could use it. It's got leech, resistance. It's very good. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, find the mega lair. Now the fun begins. Typical strategy for a summon necro in the maggot lair is to unsummon all of your monsters and just let the Act 2 Might Merc kill everything. The problem is Fazel only does 200 damage because he has no gear, and so he can't kill anything. I will need a different strategy. Instead, I will hire a Act 3 Iron Wolf Fire Mercenary because the maggot lair doesn't really have any fire immunes. And this is going much better. Fazel is ripping through these bugs. However, repositioning him can get tedious at times. Oh my gosh, come on, man. That almost killed me. Jeez. Yep, just another day in the maggot lair. Oh, finally. Oh, the level 3. Yes. Well, look at this cluster. Normally at this point, I would have some sort of insight meditation aura and I could spam Corpse Explosion, but I only have 1 mana potion in my belt at any time, and so this part's just really tedious. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Just go. Get. All right, get out of here. Yes. Yes. The Arcane Sanctuary is also tricky like the Maggot Lair in that the corridors are very narrow. So I've switched to the Lightning Mercenary Yashid. The Arcane Sanctuary doesn't have any lightning immunes, so the Lightning Merc is very good here. Okay, so I've found the Summoner, but I have to be very careful because his Glacial Spikes will probably one-tap me. Being very methodical with my push. I revived the Spectres because they can ignore the physical boundaries of the corridors and directly aggro the Summoner. Bzzzt. As they take out the ghouls on the platform, I replace them with skeletons to draw the Summoner's aggro. Success. Okay, hello. I need to drag these zealots away from the Hierophants. My army's really in the meat grinder here. Yeah, I gotta go resummon. Alright, I've got Hierophants at points A, B, and C. Maybe I can distract them by using the Clay Golem. Alright, I'm gonna drag the zealots away one more time. You know what? It's impossible. It can't be done. I just have to start over. And all that's waiting for me this time is 2 Ghoul Lords. And that's the tricky part about this challenge. Sometimes you just can't fight it, and you gotta try again. Man, Conviction Aura just wrecks my army. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Go, 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 go. Yes! I'm gonna revive some Maulers here. And my army gets cracking on Meph. And he's going down pretty fast. Look at those crushes. Pretty easy fight, not gonna lie. Okay, gotta be careful for souls here. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, let's try again. Well, looks like I'm in the clear. Ooh, careful. Inferno. Yikes. Ah! This cold enchant is gonna kill me! Diablo's the same strategy as Mephisto, just get some Murdars and smack them. Ooh. Grand Crown. Let's check it out. Crown of Thieves. Lifesteal, life, and fire resistance make this an excellent mercenary helm. Wish I could use it. Alright, just one more act to go. Hell Act 5 is wild. Alright, gang, what do you say? Okay. That's not so bad. Alright, time for Ancients. And while they're not very threatening, they do take a long time to kill. I do manage to take out Korlik right as my revives start to expire. I do have to keep moving. If Talik's Whirlwind connects with me once, I will probably die. My army pins Madwalk and Talik right next to this column in the right part of the map. Madwalk goes down, and Talik follows him soon after. No gear. It is possible. Let's talk about the setup for Baal. The key is to cast Clay Golem as quick as possible to get him into melee. Then, I want to run as close as I can and get a teleport so I can reposition my army. Casting the Clay Golem on him allows me to get in close and get the teleport scroll down. I move to this left nook so his Frostwave can't get me. I then proceed to cast Decrepify on him for the next 30 minutes. At one point my Merc dies, but I have this in the bag, and I don't want to screw it up by going through the portal. Who knows what could happen if I come back out? He could smack me and two-tap me, or, it's just... I'll get him down eventually if I just stay here and keep casting Decrepify. So I let my remaining Skeletal Warriors and Clay Golem get him down. And finally, down he goes. So the legend is true. You can, in fact, beat Diablo 2 on a Necromancer without any gear. So let's go over the build. All stat points were put into Vitality, with the exception of 5 points were put into Energy early on. At level 80, I have 1,033 health. I've maxed Skeletal Mastery and a Raised Skeleton, with 3 points into Raised Skeletal Mage, and a hefty 8 points into Revive. I have enough points into Summon Resist for 50 all res. 6 points into Clay Golem for a 40% slow. Normally I would max Corpse Explosion, but this build did not have enough skill points, so I put 11 points into it instead. I have 1 skill point into almost every curse, with 4 into Amplified Damage, for increased radius. Decrepify is the curse that I would spam on bosses and hard monsters, and Terror is what allowed me to crowd control. Iron Maiden is the curse that I used in normal to cheese all the bosses. And Dim Vision sucks. Don't use Dim Vision, it only lasts 2 seconds. Use Terror instead. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.